Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The first singles WWE Championship match of the 2025 SummerSlam Premium Live event was the women's title bout between reigning champion Tiffany Stratton and the Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill. The match started with fast-paced action. However, it ended with Jade Cargill losing clean after Stratton reversed Cargill's signature move, Jaded, from the top rope and connected her own prettiest moonsault ever to retain her women's championship and extend her record to 14-0 this year. In this article, let's explore 3 possible reasons why Jade Cargill lost the women's championship match at SummerSlam 2025. Since joining the Stamford-based promotion, Jade Cargill has become a babyface, and as a result, she has achieved immense success. However, the Triple H-led creative team may explore the potential of the former AEW star. The title loss at SummerSlam 2025 would definitely impact Jade Cargill, possibly causing her to embrace her darker side and turn heel for the first time in her WWE career. The Storm turning heel would bring a new dynamic to the SmackDown Women's division. WWE, under Triple H's creative regime, is best known for creating surprising outcomes, some of which many didn't see coming. Going into the biggest party of the summer, 2025 Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill was a heavy favorite. To create an unexpected outcome, the game may have booked Tiffany Stratton to retain her title over the Storm at the biggest party of the summer. Jade Cargill was involved in a heated feud with Naomi before the Glow won the Women's World Championship at Evolution 2025. The loss at SummerSlam might force the Storm to leave Friday Night SmackDown and be drafted to Monday Night Raw, continuing her feud with Naomi with the Women's World title in the picture this time. Jade Cargill entered WWE SummerSlam 2025 with the kind of momentum most superstars only dream about. The powerhouse had established herself as a dominant presence since debuting, picking up marquee wins and silencing doubters with every passing week. With the WWE Women's Championship in her sights, Cargill looked poised to claim the biggest win of her career on the grand stage of SummerSlam. Yet when the dust settled and the lights dimmed, she found herself on the losing end, without gold and with questions swirling around her future. Fans were stunned. How could a superstar with such charisma, power, and aura fall short on a night that seemed tailor-made for her crowning moment? The answer lies in a complex mixture of booking decisions, emotional pressure, and internal WWE politics that may have worked against her in subtle, unexpected ways. Jade's loss wasn't just a fluke or a simple upset. It was a multi-layered outcome that might have been brewing behind the scenes for weeks. Let's explore the critical reasons why Jade Cargill failed to win the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam 2025 and how it could drastically reshape her trajectory in the company moving forward. One of the most immediate factors behind Jade Cargill's failure to capture the title was the return of the fan-favorite veteran who ended up shifting the match dynamics dramatically. Just when it seemed Jade was closing in on a decisive victory, the lights flickered, and the arena erupted as Bianca Belair made her shocking return. The EST of WWE hadn't been seen in months, and her appearance completely altered the momentum. While she didn't physically attack anyone, her presence alone was enough to distract Jade at a critical juncture. That hesitation, mere seconds of divided focus, allowed the reigning champion to capitalize and retain her title. WWE Creative has always enjoyed weaving these types of surprise returns into major events, and this moment was no exception. But it was also a sign that the company wasn't quite ready to crown Jade just yet. Bianca Belair's return overshadowed what could have been a defining victory for Cargill, and instead it became a headline-stealing swerve that cost her dearly. In many ways, this echoed WWE's long-standing pattern of prioritizing shock value over storyline closure. For Jade, it meant watching her championship dreams slip away while the crowd chanted for someone else. Another key element that likely played a role in Jade's loss was her rapidly evolving alignment and character arc within the WWE ecosystem. Since her arrival, there's been ongoing speculation about whether Jade is being positioned as a babyface or a heel. and SummerSlam seemed to highlight that creative confusion. Her promos in recent weeks had leaned more into tweener territory, neither fully embracing the crowd nor completely rejecting them. While ambiguity can be compelling in the right context, in Jade's case it may have made it harder for fans to fully invest in her as the next top champion. WWE thrives on clearly defined heroes and villains, and when the lines blur too much, the audience can lose their emotional connection to the story. That murkiness came into play at SummerSlam, when Jade received a mixed reaction from the crowd, cheers from loyal supporters but also scattered boos, possibly in favor of her opponent. The lack of a unified crowd response may have influenced the match's outcome in real time, as WWE officials often make subtle changes on the fly based on how a crowd is reacting. Without full crowd backing and with her character arc still in flux, Jade wasn't viewed as the irrefutable choice to carry the division forward. Until she finds a more solidified identity, either as a dominant heel or a beloved fan favorite, she may continue to exist in limbo when it comes to championship opportunities. Backstage politics and timing are the third, and arguably most significant, factor in why Jade's championship pursuit came out short. WWE, like any major entertainment company, is not immune to internal power dynamics and long-term planning that can sometimes come at the expense of deserving performers. Reports in the weeks leading up to SummerSlam hinted that there was growing interest in saving Jade's first major title win for a different event, perhaps Survivor Series or even WrestleMania 41. WWE higher-ups are reportedly high on Cargill's star potential, but may be treading carefully to ensure her coronation has maximum impact. There's also speculation that other rising stars in the women's division were promised a title shot in the near future, which could have further complicated matters. If creative is trying to balance multiple storylines, Jade might simply have been caught in the crossfire. Moreover, some sources have suggested that internal disagreements about her push, particularly between producers who favor a slower burn versus those who want to strap a rocket to her, may have created hesitancy around making her champion just yet. In WWE's world, timing is everything. Being ready doesn't always mean being next. And in this case, Jade may have been ready, but the company wasn't ready to make the leap. Jade Cargill's loss at SummerSlam was not just another defeat. It was a moment of storytelling complexity that raises broader questions about how WWE views its new talent, especially those who come in with outside hype and massive expectations. Her charisma, physical dominance, and promo ability are undeniable. But the loss shows that even someone with all the tools can be affected by forces beyond their control. Whether it was the surprise return of Bianca Belair, a confused character direction, or backstage power plays and future plans, Jade's failure to secure the WWE Women's Championship is the kind of moment that could either ignite a redemption arc or stall her momentum. The good news is that history is filled with examples of stars who stumbled before reaching the top. Becky Lynch failed repeatedly before becoming the man. Roman Reigns endured years of backlash before being crowned the tribal chief. Even Charlotte Flair, an undeniable force in WWE, has faced her share of setbacks. The challenge now for Jade is to take this loss and turn it into fuel. WWE could use this moment to craft a long-term story that allows her to grow, evolve, and eventually reach the summit on her own terms. Or they could risk letting her fade into the mid-card shadows, like so many others who seemed destined for greatness but never quite got there. The coming weeks will be telling. How WWE follows up on SummerSlam will either solidify Jade Cargill's place as a top-tier superstar or reveal a troubling reluctance to fully commit. There are already rumors of her pivoting into a rivalry with Bianca Belair, especially after the role Bianca played in her defeat. That could become a defining feud. Two athletic marvels battling it out to determine who truly represents the future of the division. Or WWE might have her feud with the current champion again in a prolonged chase that finally ends in triumph. Either way, Jade's SummerSlam story is far from over. Sometimes the loss is what makes the win sweeter, but only if the story is told with purpose. As the WWE Universe continues to debate and dissect what happened at SummerSlam 2025, One thing is clear, Jade Cargill's journey is still just beginning. And whether that journey leads to redemption, reinvention, or rebellion, fans will be watching every step of the way. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.